I'm recording this right before a haircut, so, subscribe if you guys want to see the update to this. But, yeah, this is episode 25 of Ventures Rewards. I record this every single season, and I'm saying this to tell you that this video should not have been too terribly different from season 20. The only change of all of this is that the XP is now a little bit lower. It's about a 17% reduction from 2.3 million to 1.9. That means you can finish Ventures a little bit quicker, 5 to 10 hours, depending on your grinding style. I'm not complaining. I'll take it. But I still like to record this video because many new people are joining the game every single day. Welcome. Hello. I hope I was helpful to you with some of my 1,000 videos on this channel. That's not an exaggeration. I actually think I'm going under. Regardless, there's a lot of information on Save the World, and I got you covered. But there is a lot to cover here regardless, and I like to refresh everybody, even if you already know what I'm going to talk about. So, I'm going to talk about something new and exciting. Timestamps are down below if you guys want me to just talk about Ventures Rewards. You can skip around as you please. It won't hurt my feelings. But I want to talk about what's upcoming because some people see this yearly timeline, link down below. You should bookmark it. It's very, very useful. And they think that this is static and never changing. That is not true at all. In fact, Survive the Horde has been getting continually updated. This will be the main event for this season. And I do not have anything official from Epic. I don't know anything you don't. But they have been updating it since it's come out. And I have good reason to suspect that it will be getting updated again. In fact, I even opened the game because I suspected I'd have something to show you guys. We do have a couple of new heroes coming out this season. So I'm recording this before the season technically started. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. But there are a couple of new heroes right down here, all right? We got Flutter. She hasn't been in the game yet. As I'm recording this, I haven't used her yet. Hotwire is also brand new. So these are coming to the game. Things are happening. Expect videos on these as soon as I can make them. Twitch link down below if you guys want to watch them live. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys want to see those as they happen, but that should be pretty exciting, and Horde should be changing in some way. So outside of Ventures, should be a pretty interesting season. There are some fun heroes available. I'm not going to go through all of that because that's a bit outside of the scope of Ventures, but just want to let you guys know that cool things are going on, and it's a good time. So let's talk about the main rewards. This video is going to be sectioned. It's not going to be extremely strict, but I am going to have links down below to a lot of things. I'm going to be saying that a lot throughout the video, but I'm going to say it now. If you want to know how to spend, let me zoom in. That's why I full screen this, because I'm now on 1440p, and I understand a lot of you on mobile, so I got you. I'll try. So Legendary Flux is really good. Vouchers are really good. Links to how to spend these, what's best, is all down below. Ventures does... Okay, so it doesn't cap out at level 50, but that's the last supercharger reward. After you finish Ventures on the right-hand side over here, this is what begins looping. At level 51, you'll get 1200 reperk. At level 60, you'll get a bunch of perk up. And then it loops. At 61, you get reperk. So if you really want these, you can go and beyond, but the natural end of Ventures, in my personal opinion, is 51. I think 1200 reperk is so much. It's amazing how lopsided it is, because 1200 reperk is 2 perk changes on a weapon. A normal category 4, 4x reperk, no, 5x reperk mission of the 164 players is like 400 or 500 reperk. So to get 1200 for this, I mean, you do need to run a couple of missions. I guess it's balanced, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Compared to 140 rain, that's not even a 130. So I don't know how they figured this out, but regardless, 51 is basically the end of Ventures. On the left-hand side on this website, thank you, Capson, by the way, for putting this together every single season. He does it early so I can record my videos. Link down below if you guys want to investigate this on your own. But yeah, you can unlock all these different missions here. When you're starting out Ventures, I'll talk about this later on, but these are the bullet points. You can see the 23 zones when you hit Ventures level 10, and you level up in Ventures by getting Ventures XP. Link down below on how to do so efficiently. It's an old video, but it's still the same stuff. I give good tips on how to go through that efficiently. Maybe not the fastest ever, but efficiently. And level 43 is when you can finally see 140 zones in Ventures. And then on the left-hand side, this is a rewards summary. These are all the resources that are totaled from over here, or at least the fun ones. So, you know, superchargers, this is how many you get, core perk, whatever. And while it says there's 1 core perk, that does not include the quests at the bottom. I highly recommend doing these. These are very worth it because not only do they give you more Ventures XP and allow you to progress quicker, but they give you challenges on things you might not do. Like, you might not feel like using melees or whatever, but you will be well rewarded for it. You'll get not only little packets and bonuses, little Ventures XP bundles here, but at the very end of all this grinding, you're going to get a core reperk, a weapon supercharger, a hero supercharger, and all of that can just be running parallel to your Ventures missions. I've had seasons where my level 50 game lines up with the very last quest for me. Yeah, perfect timing. I love it when it does it, you know, just like that, because not a lot of people enjoy ventures, and I honestly don't blame you. It can be a bit repetitive, especially this season. In Scurvy Shoals, these are my loadout recommendations. You can see my first game from last year's video, and this is a video, it's a couple years old, but it's still good. These are 10, no, is this season 10 loadouts? Okay, so there are not 10 loadouts in this video, but my point is the Bouncy Husks modifier is what we get to play with, and that essentially increases the knockback from melees. And I think main weapons as well. So if you shoot an enemy, they'll fly back, which is... That's it. That's the whole modifier. That does not really change much about how you play. Some people have fun with it. They like their high mag size, fully auto weapons. Some shotguns can send enemies flying. If you have fun with that, I encourage it. That's awesome. But I'm personally not tuned to that frequency, and I don't know what to do with this season. So I got my video on it if you want my suggestions, but I'm kind of stuck on that one. So let's go through a little bit more about how to get started. I've talked about the main rewards, or have I really? I've kind of just plugged them. Let's talk about the main rewards. Yeah, let's get into the actual Ventures Awards in the video, as the title suggests. So at level 13, you get a weapon voucher. This allows you to unlock any event weapon. So if you go to the collection book and you go to event schematics, it allows you to pick up one of these weapons early. That is really, really, really nice. Not every single weapon can be vouchered. If it is available from llamas or it has multiple rarities, that'll be flexible. So a while ago, there was a split between vouchers and Flux. In my opinion, Flux got the better end of the deal. So at level 16 here and 22, you could get a grand total of 200 Flux. And in my personal, highly experienced opinion, coming up on 8,000 hours here, I really believe Flux is as good or better than a voucher, especially because you can use it on a weapon or a hero. Because if you're looking to get some really good weapons that I've maybe suggested in my videos, or you're looking to fill out a loadout, Flux could essentially be 2 more heroes to your build or 2 more weapons to play with, whatever you need. And so vouchers are great. Video down below on how to spend them. The hero voucher counterpart is unlocked at level 20, and Flux videos are also down below. Very worth it to get that Flux. I recommend, if you do not want to grind ventures and you're just doing it for the rewards, maybe you're a new player, I highly recommend getting the vouchers and the Flux so that you can get stuff early. Not having access to event heroes and not being able to follow my full guides because you don't have certain heroes, that sucks. I have considered making beginner-friendly videos in the past. I've tried it, and it just doesn't work. I understand the sentiment that you can't build something I'm showing because you don't have a hero, but you need to understand, my viewers are across all power levels. I will never know what heroes you have, and you're never more than like 11 months away, or just one voucher from picking up whatever you're missing. So I just need to make the best videos I can. I've made a lot of hero guides that are specifically catered towards everybody, where I show alternatives if you don't have specific builds, and Flux and vouchers just help you fill those out. If you're in that position, I recommend stopping at level 22. Superchargers are extremely endgame content. They are only useful on level 5 items that are purple or epic, legendary, or yellow or gold or legendary rarity. So if you are not looking to go to the extreme endgame and beyond, you don't even need superchargers. The difference between a 130 weapon and a 144 weapon is 14.5% damage, which is basically the real world output of an actual damage perk. It's kind of like a 7 perk weapon if that 7th perk is a damage perk. It is nearly meaningless. I'm not going to say we don't like 144s around here. Not at all. I'm just saying if you are not enjoying ventures and you're playing a game you're not having fun with, superchargers will not bring happiness. They can be fun if you're having a great time. Hell yeah, I supercharge everything I can, but it is a massive grind. It's a major grind, and that's not something you need to do. So if you want to stop at Ventures 22, that's the natural stopping point. If you want to go all the way, 50 is the normal stopping point for superchargers, maybe 51 if you want that reperk, or just keep grinding it. Some people go to level 300. If you're having fun, don't let me stop you. So yeah. Oh, hey, look at that. He actually put the modifiers over here. You get the super treasure bonuses, where that's pretty easy to farm, and increased health and get knocked back further. That is awesome. I did not know that Cav had this in here. Is that new? Here, let me go to my season 20 page. Did he have this in here the whole time? No, I don't think so. That's pretty cool. Good job, Kev. He's the one who runs Fortnite TV, and he's doing good. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, that's basically the rewards overview. As for like superchargers and how to spend them, they make things better. Survivor superchargers make you stronger in every way. Trap superchargers make your traps better. Weapons make your weapons better. Heroes make your heroes better. It's pretty straightforward. You want to use superchargers, never save them. The only way to waste a supercharger is to not use it. Even if you put it on a garbage hero, at least that hero got better. Look at you, Matteo. He used to have like 60 just built up, doing nothing. I don't know what to spend them on. They don't make a difference anyway. I'm like, yeah, they don't make a difference doing nothing in your inventory. I finally convinced him to actually spend them, and I'm glad you did, because you gotta not save those. There's no point in saving them. You can always recycle something to get the supercharger back, on that note. So, all right, I've rambled a lot here. Let's talk about this at the end is just an extension of the rewards. This is more of them. I already suggested that. Let's talk about getting started in ventures. So, I always recommend, okay, again, I'm recording this at the very end of last season, so forgive the wrong season here, but I always recommend queuing 15. I did not grind Ventures this season, as you can see, but I recommend going to 15 and playing those levels first. If you want to be as efficient as possible, you always want to start with the level 15 zones, because any power level, no matter what, I tested this on my noob account where I ran Ventures at 15 as like a power level 4, it was fine, and that is where you're going to get the most XP. If you're having fun, you want to keep going, you can run the level 5 missions, but if you run all the level 15 missions, I think even on the new XP values, you should be Ventures level 7 or 8. And even if you do all your quests, that's pretty much where you're going to be stuck. So, as you can see, you're not going to be able to quite unlock those level 23 zones. There is no harm, no foul in just pausing for the day. If you're an American, this is a bit easier for you, but I recommend maybe playing right before shop. You can see I'm recording this 40 minutes before a shop, and then I'm going to go get a haircut, so today's daily is going to be late, but it's okay. By the time they hear this, it'll be too late for anybody to do anything. You can't stop me from getting my herded. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but you could queue your missions right before shop. Maybe you could play Ventures for 2 to 3 hours, and then as soon as shop flips over and the missions reset, then you can keep going, you can get a nice grind going, and maybe hit Ventures level 10, so you can start queuing those 23s, and then it really starts snowballing. The beginning of Ventures is the slowest. In the end game, you're going up a level every 2 to 3 games. Level, 108, 124, 140 zones give you so much XP. It's actually a lot easier than the early on missions, so don't get discouraged if you're not immediately going very, very quick. I always recommend doing these quests, but the most important one is the mission side of things. So, Scurvy Shoals, complete any mission whatsoever. You can see the very next quest is to do a Fight the Storm, and then a Retrieve the Data, then Eliminate and Collect. So, not only do I not recommend running a Fight the Storm, Retrieve the Data, or Eliminate and Collect immediately, because you're going to have to do it right away, I actually recommend doing a Repair the Shelter, no, I'm trying to say Resupply, or like this mission right here, or build the radar grid or something like that, because resupply missions require no combat whatsoever. In your very first game, you should honestly just be farming. You can see in pretty much every one of my first game adventures videos, you guys like to hang out with me while I do these. It's just me farming, and if you want to know absolutely everything about farming, and that includes loadouts, this is one of the best videos I have ever made. I am not one for extreme hyperboles. Regular viewers of mine will know that I pretty much never say a thing like that, but I put my all into this video. This is pretty close to like the best kind of video I can make. I put graphics up here. I had charts. I did months of research with crowdsourced information. I put literally everything you could possibly want to know about farming into this video. This is like an end-all guide, and yeah, there's also the farming loadouts video in the description of this, but the description is massive and very coordinated, so you don't have to skip around at all. You can skip around, you don't have to watch everything. So anyway, my point is, if you want to know everything about farming, everything in this video is applicable. The Scurvy Shoals map might be just a little bit different than the regular map in Save the World, but generally killing glowing animals and stuff like that is all very good advice no matter what you're doing. So that should be your first mission. Farming. You're gonna start Ventures with basically an empty inventory. They give you like a gray weapon or something. It's not much. Then you run Fight the Storm, then Retrieve the Data, and then after that, you're pretty much, you're off. You're gaming. I mean, you just kill stuff that it tells you to, use the correct weapons, and swapping loadouts for this can be a little tricky because you can't control what weapons you get. But in Ventures, if you're looking to get good weapons, I wish I had good footage for you. I guess I could just let this video play so while I talk here, but when you're trying to get weapons in Ventures, you want vending machines, you want glowing animals. I recommend that heavily in my every item video, but in Ventures especially, glowing animals, you can just kill them. If they're purple or whatever, they'll drop a weapon, and pretty much no matter what the perks, a purple weapon is going to be better than whatever they're starting you with in Ventures. And then you want to be searching containers, you want to be doing storm chests, target practice. If you don't have good accuracy, it's totally fine. You can just use a fully auto weapon, a minigun, or hey, there you go, kill a glowing animal. That neon scythe, it's not the best weapon in the game ever, but in Ventures, I'll take it. Probably going to be your new best melee if it's the first one you got. And yeah, target practice. If you're having trouble, you can use a minigun. You can use an ability. Shotguns are the easiest. I personally played a lot of FPS, and if you think you're a good BR player, target practice can be done with a pistol or something if you want to have some fun with it, but no shame whatsoever in just using a shotgun, getting those resources, because target practices give you so much stuff. Just like the storm chest, it's a very, very big loot box where you can get weapons, resources. It's well worth your time. It only takes like a minute. it. So yeah, those are some basic tips for getting weapons in Ventures. A bit off the cuff there. I didn't have much footage prepared for that or whatever, but yeah, I think that just about covers everything. Since it's the same video every season, let's just check my work. Have I covered everything? You know, we got some tips for starting out, loadouts, manuals and designs. Why was I talking about that? I don't even know, but how long it should take? Yeah, about 30 to 50 hours. And yeah, it's funny how I record these every single season, and yet they're just a little different every time. Maybe it's why you guys keep coming back, but I could say things about Ventures forever. And yeah, manuals and designs. Was I talking about researching stuff? I think that might have been relevant because I had been grinding the noob account, but that was almost a year ago. I don't know what was in my head a year ago. Either way, subscribe, like the video. Welcome to the new season. Hope you guys are having fun. I am recording this early, of course, because I can, and because the day that the season releases, I'm going to be busy with either Horde or the new heroes or other stuff, and I don't want to be distracted by this, so I got you guys early, and that's it. Subscribe, like the video. I'll see you guys on stream. Twitch link down below. Goodbye.